Well-behaved women seldom make history, and Rachel Zegler is no exception. Eartha Kitt and Jane Fonda were blacklisted for their disapproval of the Vietnam War. Hollywood ousted Sacheen Littlefeather for bringing up injustices on Native Americans at the Oscars. The Dixie Chicks were cancelled for speaking against then-President George W. Bush and the war in Iraq. History ultimately proved they were right, and now Rachel Zegler is going through the same for not playing their game. But she said this. Whatever she said on Snow White is so irrelevant and honestly camp at this point, since they clung onto everything she said, with the now iconic weird being constantly on people's mouths, the cheeky cutting room line, or asking to be properly paid, because she's not the first to say that check needs to clear.
That's what the money is for. It's commerce.
Oh, and what she said in November was so valid, cause no, those criminal supporters don't deserve peace. And now the smear campaign wants to include her tweets as part of the problem, even though it was never on anyone's radar before, and that other co-star was openly weaving her own narratives. Galel, no! When another Disney princess like Emma Watson speaks up on other important human rights issues like reproductive and trans rights, no one bats an eye. So why should Rachel's acts of solidarity or exercising her freedom of expression be treated any differently? What is it now? Is Rachel too brown, too outspoken, or are we finding something new to pick at? Because it sure seems like she would have received hate one way or another. And we know if Disney, who never stepped in on the dehumanizing harassment from Halle Bailey's casting as Ariel throughout the 4 years The Little Mermaid was in production, they certainly weren't going to do that this time.
And just say anything that they would never say to your face.
No.
Anyway, at the end of the day, Rachel Zegler will be booked. She paid the bills of so many losers making video essays about her, still has raw talent, her body tea, her face card never declines, and nothing you can take away from her was ever worth keeping. Art sure imitates life, but I'm guessing some producers think that only a fictional princess can raise her voice and not an actual human being.